Welcome to my podcast, Navigating Life and Spirit. This podcast will be covering mental, emotional, spiritual matters, and all that jazz. The show will vary in durations depending on the topic at hand. Don't worry, it won't be too short or too long, it will just be right. To start with, I will drop an episode a month. This podcast is a solo podcast, so you'll hear a lot of my voice, but may also hear friends who will share their stories and or thoughts. Hola, my name is Hilary Molefe, a life enthusiast and a sister in spirit. I will be sharing a lot of my takeouts from everyday life by covering an array of topics, my views on them, and how I have handled them. I am by no means an expert or a professional on the topics that are covered. This is solely a personal journey that I will be sharing with you. I was compelled to start this podcast. When this came up, many questions popped up without realizing that I was limiting the universe and myself. I had no business doing that. What I needed to do is trust the process the same way that I've been since my awakening. This is when I decided that I was going to listen, that I will be led, for I know that things happen for a reason. There may be someone out there who will find this podcast useful in their life. It may resonate with another. One thing I know for sure is that there's a bigger purpose in me starting this journey. I remember the time vividly. There was fire in my stomach. I was undergoing what was the most exciting but uncertain time of my life. So much had happened I never saw coming. I was taken out of my comfort zone. There were many moments of doubt, questioning why it was happening to me and what I had done for this to happen. I lost sight of the reality that I was being yanked from a place that was no longer good for my soul. I had gone about on survival mode for so long without even realizing. I did what I had to do just to get by. The universe thankfully had other plans for me. In the mayhem of emotions and uncertainties, I took the plunge to go on a birthday solo trip. There I was, driving myself to a place somewhere in Dahlstrom, having nothing but the GPS leading me to my destination. I didn't know if this place was safe for a solo traveler, but had to remember that I needed to trust. Trusting can be challenging when there are so many uncertainties. However, I now know that's when you need to trust even more. That's what happened to me. I decided that I was going to trust that I was going to be safe. I decided to trust that I am going to have a good time, and that's exactly what happened. As I drove through the gates to where I was going to spend 5 days and 4 nights by myself, I was greeted by an overwhelming sense of relief. The place looked exactly as it did in the pictures. In fact, what I saw with my naked eye surpassed what was captured by technology. I got out of the car to which 2 dogs approached me, a little fear jolted, but thankfully just for a moment, something in me assured me that I was going to be fine. It was that same familiar voice that told me I was going to be okay not so long ago. This voice has become my safe haven. I walked towards the office where I found what seemed to be an unfriendly face. Boy, did I not know how amazing our connection would be. Goes to show not everything is meant to be taken at face value. She escorted me to my haven for the next couple of days. I remember the first night like it was yesterday. I am one who loves nature but is basically terrified of nature's residents. How can it be? I ask myself. I had the time of my life. It was just me and my thoughts. I would watch as feelings rise and fall at different situations. I enjoyed the colorfulness of it all. The difference being that I became friends with them. Another topic for another episode. Whilst I was en route to my destination, I was compelled to put on a memory stick that had gospel music on it. I couldn't figure out why until I discovered a song that would play on repeat for most of the trip. That song was literally what I was going through. It's a song by Kayam Tetwa, Ungizungizile, This I Know. The song speaks of knowing that you are always taken care of, no matter what your reality is. I found this song at the perfect time of my life. It will always hold a special place in my heart. I am eternally grateful. The gist of this sharing: trust the process. It's a statement that is overly said, but there's a reason for it. Those that say it know why they're saying it. That was my experience. Do share your story on trusting the process, what that felt like, what that looked like for you, and how you handled it. Affirmation of the day: I am a channel of inspiration, and I know I am being guided toward the highest good. Thank you so much for giving your time and energy to listen. I would like to engage with you on your thoughts and experiences, so do go on ahead and like our social pages on Instagram and Facebook, Navigating Life and Spirit, or pop me an email, navigatinglifeandspirit@gmail.com. Looking forward to hearing from like-minded people. Let's raise the vibration together with love and spirit. It's your sister, Hillary, signing out. Hanya.